dressed like this, I think I probably owe you a bit of an explanation. Especially for those who maybe don't know Holy Willie's prayer that well. But this is one of Burns's rather risky works, as you may have guessed, in that it was quite libellous, because it referred to things and happenings in Burns's Ayrshire in the middle of the 1780s. And the hero, or maybe he's the villain of the piece, is a man called Willie Fisher. Now, Willie is described as a middle-aged bachelor who was inclined to be a bit of a bore when he got too much to drink. But Willie was an elder in the Church of Scotland, Mauchline Parish Church of Scotland. And in those days, Kirk Session, which was, for those of you who don't understand the religion of the Church of Scotland, the Kirk Session was composed of the minister and all the elders, held a lot of sway. And they could bring before them any parishioners whose moral ways were getting a bit low, who were not doing the right thing. And so many people could be brought before them and publicly brought down. And in fact, Burns himself came before Mauchline Parish Church Kirk Session on numerous times for fathering children out of wedlock. But on this occasion, Burns is not the focus of the Kirk Session's attention. It's a man called Gavin Hamilton. Now, Gavin was a local landowner, and in fact, Burns rented a farm from him as well. So Burns knew him very well. And Gavin was accused of drinking and swearing and playing at cards, or playing at cates on the Sabbath. Now, Gavin decided that he would appeal this. He didn't like being publicly brought down like this. And so he appealed to the next echelon in the Church of Scotland, which is the Presbytery. And the local Presbytery is the Presbytery of Ayr. And Gavin was quite clever because he brought along his lawyer friend, a man called Robert Aitken. And Robert, with his clever words, managed to get all charges against Gavin put aside. But Willie Fisher and some of his friends took this really badly. How dare another part of the Church of Scotland go against what they had said? So you can imagine this is a prayer that Willie just might have prayed after all of these issues. So this is Willie at his bedside, communicating with his Lord. O thou that in the heavens dost dwell, or as it pleases best thyself, saying ain to heaven and 10 to hell, all for thy glory, and no for only good or ill have done afore thee. I bless and praise thy matchless might, when thousands thou hast left in night, that I am here before thy sight for gifts and grace, a burning and a shining light to all this place. Why was my generation that I should get exaltation? I what deserved was just damnation for broken laws, 6,000 years ere my creation through Adam's cause. When from my mother's womb I fell, thou might have plunged me deep in hell, to gnash my gooms and weep and wail in burning lakes, where damned devils roar and yell, chained to their stakes. Yet I am here, a chosen sample, to show thy grace is great and ample. I am here, a pillar of thy temple, strong as a rock, a guide, a buckler, an example to all thy flock. And yet, O Lord, confess I must, at times I'm fashed with fleshly lust. And sometimes too in worldly trust vile self gets in. But thou remembers we are dust defiled with sin. O Lord, ye stream ye thou kenst wi' meg. Thy pardon I sincerely beg. O may it no be a living plague upon my honour, and am no lift a lawless leg again upon her. Besides, a further one avow with Leesy's lass, 3 times I trow. But Lord, that Friday I was fou when I came near her, or else thou kennst thy servant true would never steer her. Maybe thou let'st this fleshly thorn Buffet thy servant e'en and morn, lest he or high or proud should turn that he's so gifted. If say, thy hand when e'en be born until thou lift it. Lord, bless thy chosen in this place, for here thou hast a chosen race. But God, confound their face and blast their name, while brings thy elders to disgrace and open shame. Mind Gavin Hamilton's deserts. He drinks and swears and plays at cartes. Yet has some money to careers for great and small. For God's own priest, the people's hearts he steals all. And when we chastened him, therefore, thou kens how he bred sick explore, and set the world in a roar a laughing at us. Curse thou his basket and his store, kale and potatoes. Lord, hear my earnest cry and prayer against that presbyterial air. Thy strong right hand, Lord, make it bear upon their heads. Lord, visit them and do despair for their misdeeds. Lord, my God, that glib tongue aching, my very hairs and flesh are quaking. To think your wee stood sweating, shaking, and pished and dread, while he with hanging lip and snaking held up his head. Lord, in that day of vengeance triumph, Lord, visit them who didst employ them, and pass not in thy mercy by them, nor hear their prayer, but for thy people's sake destroy them and do despair. But Lord, remember me and mine, when mercy's temporal and divine, that I for grace and gear may shine, excelled by me, and all the glory shall be thine. Amen. Amen.